Are you kidding?
And we're getting married right now, or I'm leaving. I'm out. I'm done.
Ma, he's working.
I brought the pastor.
She brought a freaking priest there?
Okay. Hi guys. I'm just finally making him commit, you know?
Bro, nothing says crazy more than that. Red flag, wave the red flag. I would honestly, I'd say like if she's like, oh, it's done right now, I'd say, good. That's perfect exit. Be on your way.
Just don't let the door hit you on the way out.
He's in Target. He's literally working at Target. That is some crazy behavior right there. That is why girls get called crazy. Hello, my fiance and I are looking for a wedding photographer, but we are having some issues with the contracts we are coming across. We are wanting a clause that guarantees us a refund should we ever get divorced, since we would not need the photos in that situation. Please let me know if this is something you have in your contract or will be willing to add. Not quite how it works.
How does that affect me?
I'm sure a lot of people would like a refund on their entire wedding if they get divorced. Not just the pictures. I think those pictures would be a nice memory to have. Well, maybe that's a lie. Depends how bad the divorce is. But that's not how it works. I offered to help my friend cater a wedding this weekend, and now the bride wants us to match the wedding party, meaning buying something to wear that I can't afford. How did an offer of a time and labor become an expense? Ugh. If they want you to match, shouldn't they be covering the cost of that? There's no, like, I'm literally just catering your wedding. Why the hell would I have to match your wedding party? And if so, you need to buy that for me. Y'all be asking too much for your weddings. Like, they're just catering it. I understand if you're like, please wear a white top and black pants. But what? They're not in your bridal party. What's going on, guys? Welcome back to Top 10 Central. I'm your host for this one, Joss Bedard. We are checking out the top 10 most entitled brides that ruin their wedding day. This will be fun. Leave a like if you're married. No, that's not gonna be a lot of likes. Leave a like if you're in a relationship. Oh, all the single people are gonna be like, dislike. Starting us off at number 10. No, look at them. I love them dearly, but neither of them are in a financial place to be in a wedding, and I can't have one without the other. Also, blank looks like a boy now, so whoa. Whoa, what's happening? I don't even know who I want to know who they're talking about, because this is some shade. So they can't financially be in a wedding, and then you can't have one, and then one looks like a boy. This is a lot of judgment. I don't know who you're talking about, but if I was the people, the mysterious people, I wouldn't even want to be in your wedding. Next up at number 9, we have, yeah, I know you had an accident, but your money issues aren't my problem. If you want to be there, you will figure it out. It doesn't matter that you're not in the wedding party. You'll still be in photos and you will ruin them. You're very pretty normally, but your look doesn't work for my wedding, and it is very fair to ask you to do something simple so that my day is perfect. Wow. I'm annoyed. And I'm not even involved in this situation, but I'm so annoyed by how entitled this bridezilla is. First of all, be talking about like not being understanding about someone's financial struggles, and then talking about their looks and that being a reason as to why you would ruin the photos. Bitch, please. Coming in at number 8. Big wedding announcement! I've noticed a lot of you who have RSVP'd have not sent a gift or signed up for my registry. That's pathetic and sad after all I've given others at their weddings. Don't even show up without a gift. I've spent my life savings on this wedding, and it is disrespectful AF to not give a gift. You have 1 week to send a gift, or I'm taking you off the guest list. If you need my address, PM me. Wow. Y'all, what the f? I cannot even imagine posting this. Like, this is so embarrassing. Can you imagine your wife-to-be posts this on social media? I thought, can't you, like, you show up with the gift half the time because people give money, right? Like, how many envelopes of money do you get from people? Sliding into number 7. Looking to borrow a car for my wedding day. 12/28, will be needing it from 2 p.m. to 8 p.m. Thank you. You can borrow my Tesla if you want. Oh damn, you have a picture? Seriously, a Model 3, trade it in for a Model X and then maybe I'll consider. Dude, it's just an option. You don't have to be a boop about it. I will be out of town, so I can't make it to your wedding. You can borrow the M3 if you want. Wow, these are some generous ass people. LOL, no thank you, looking for something at least over 100K. It's for my wedding, not my 18th birthday party. What is with people? First of all, a Tesla? That's a pretty sweet gig. And even this car, I don't know anything about cars, but like, it's a car. They're offering you their vehicle. Take it or buy your own 100K car. Ew. Moving on to number 6. When your bridesmaid, I assume, didn't ask what color to do for her toenails. This makes me mad. Am I the only one that little things like this makes me mad? Look at your Bitmoji. Texted in the nicest way possible if she could do them in white. My big day is tomorrow. Why do you care what color her toes are? Fact. Listen, even if you had open toe shoes and you're one of those brides who have all the bridesmaids wear the same shoe, which is super annoying by the way, I understand being like, hey, let's just pick a color that matches the theme, like, but realistically, let's say she did a bright frickin' purple. In the photos, who's looking at her frickin' toes? No one. No one cares. Feet are gross. Halfway through at number 5. Hi! Do you photograph weddings? Yes, I do. Okay, great. I will be getting married on blank at the blank. It would be all day. That sounds great. Congratulations. Am I able to get your email so I can send you more information on the packages and a copy of the contract? You have only done pictures of one wedding. Can't you just do it for 150? A lot of my bridesmaids are engaged, so I bet they would definitely book with you if you do a good job. The exposure is priceless and you can get a lot of business for doing my wedding. So this is just one of those typical Karen things where people think that other people, like their work doesn't deserve money, which is really freaking annoying. No.
So do it yourself, asshole.
I'm the photographer. That's my time. That's my editing. That's my equipment. I can charge what I want. And if you don't like that, find a cheaper photographer. Alright guys, we've made it to number 4 and we have the couple invited family and friends to their dream home for the weekend wedding celebration, saying it was God's plan that they should get married there. Just one problem, they didn't own the mansion and didn't get permission from the owner. What the South Florida couple tries to have wedding at stranger's mansion. You gotta be shitting me. Oh my god, can you imagine? I'll be damned. Everyone's just throwing that line out there these days. God's plan. Yeah. Okay, listen, have all the faith you want, but you cannot just roll up to someone's home and being like, yo, this is God's plan for me to get married here today. I'm gonna tell Zac Efron that it was God's plan that we get married. See how that happens. Taking over our 3rd spot is, I live in Texas. The rest of the bridal party lived in Michigan, while the bride was upset that I was too tan next to her and the other bridesmaids, so everyone was required to get spray tans to match. Oh no. Oh no. What do you mean? Honestly, I feel like that would be worse. First of all, no one can control their tan based on where they live in the world. But spray tans do not look like regular tans like 90% of the time. Like really pale girls sometimes look orange. I've looked orange before. That's risky. In our number 2 spot, I'm getting married in 4 months. One of the bridesmaids have put on a F load of weight since I've asked her. How do I tell her nicely that she needs to take a few runs around the block daily? I don't want a fat heifer to ruin my wedding photos. I'm so pissed off. They know how much this wedding means to me and she just doesn't give a F. Wow, we really out here fat shaming people? Are you kidding me? Y'all, and these people, the best part is that these are like friends because you've asked them to be in your wedding party, which means you're close to them, and you're calling them a fat heifer and saying that their weight would ruin your wedding photos. You're a disgrace.
Disgusting!
We have made it to our number 1 spot and we have, Hi Shakira, I'm sorry to say that we are requesting a refund on the deposit for our wedding. We have done a lot of talking and we cannot bring ourselves to support anyone who is so outspoken on matters that simply do not concern them, as well as someone that does not believe that all lives matter. We would be truly embarrassed to have you at our event and feel that you aren't stable enough to complete the job we need from you. Please let me know when and how we can accept our refund, and we are requesting to be relieved from our contract. I am sorry to hear that. Unfortunately, the contract you signed states that your deposit is non-refundable. I will email you a cancellation agreement shortly that will require your signature to forfeit your date. I wish you a lifetime of growth, and I would like to thank you for your donation to Black Lives Matter. You'll be hearing from our attorney. I'm confused. Okay, so someone is not in tune or believes the Black Lives Matter movement. They're all like, all lives matter. Okay, so that's where, but I'm just confused on who this is and what contract you're breaking off. I don't know what happened with that one. Hi Fuzzy. It's a fuzzy shirt. It was $5. No, it's not itchy, it's so soft. Ooh. What do I know? I'm not married or divorced. I'll probably be both though, I'm kidding. Divorce runs in my family quite high. And that's a fact. I ain't got no shame. Da, da, da. Oh, it sounded like you just threw up in your mouth. Who's marrying this woman? I feel bad for the grooms. I really do. Like, this is who you're marrying? Solid, good wife. You know what? This gives me hope though, because if they can find husbands, I have faith for myself. Although the perverts probably care. Ew, Chris. Oh God, I don't even want to touch my own. I would walk on ankles if I could. I've told you that. I wish God or whoever created my body, evolution, they just stopped and I had a nub. And there was no feet. And we just could walk like that. What's happening? Oh my God, oh my God.
Let me just fix this one flower. Oh God! What are you doing?
Holy.
No! Stop! Why are you doing your hair?
Oh my God.
Why did I cut my hair? Why did you let me cut my hair? Okay. Where? Just on the side? No!
What is going? Wow, my ears. That was so much screaming. That honestly was a scene from a horror movie. That was terrifying. There was so much yelling. There was screaming. She was acting like she was possessed by a demon. If you don't like your hair, I get it. I hated my prom hair, and I remember like trying to fix it like right before, and I was like, I just have to leave it. You know, bite the bullet. Don't cut it. Do not cut it. Who let her have a pair of scissors in her hands? It's a risky game. Anyone doing something different in place of the garter and bouquet toss? Yeah, because I think those are so tacky. Anyways, I'm thinking to do a white rose giveaway to all my single women attendees to remind them they can maintain purity during the single/engagement season. What? Yo, I'm not going to that wedding. If you do this at your wedding, I'll literally just pretend that I'm not single. If you do this, if I hear you announce that you're doing this for all the single women to be pure, I'm just gonna pretend I'm with someone. There's no way I'm partaking in this nonsense. So one of my good friends is 5'10", we will call her Elle, and my cousin and her cousin is getting married. Now, said cousin is 5'11" and apparently has some height issue. She starts by telling my friend and her other 7 bridesmaids that no one can be taller than her and she'll be wearing 2-inch heels, so prepare appropriately. That's fine, Elle. Decides she'll wear flats. Okay, we're gonna fast forward. This is all about height. Bride goes into a rant about how it's her day and her version of this small request to freaking get over it. I'm skipped to the very bottom. As of yesterday, this is all about height and who can be taller. As of yesterday, she told Elle and short bridesmaid that they were ruining her day and that one of them had to drop out of the wedding party and that she would let them decide which one of them were a real friend to her and which one of them was a fake friend. Honestly, I'm so happy I didn't read that whole paragraph because this is the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard in my entire life. I cannot imagine being like, no one can be taller than me, here's my height, there's my heels, you have to wear flats because you can't be taller than me. Is height really that important? Moving on to number 9. To secure your spot in our wedding party, the following things will be required. A promise to host a party at a venue other than someone's house. Your wedding gift must be cash/check of at least $500. You must buy me or blank, depending on which side you're on, day of gift of at least $100. You must attend every shower/party we have and will be required to purchase a gift for each one, value of $50. You will sign a contract that holds you legally responsible for meeting all of our requirements and says that if you do not, you will legally be held responsible to reimburse us for the time we wasted. Okay, I'm not going to this wedding. I'll tell you that. Like, who reads this and is like, ooh, I want to secure my spot in this wedding party? I would cut off a friendship with someone who sends me this nonsense. Coming in next, number 8. Searching for a photographer for my wedding. Here are my requirements. Must be willing to do the job for free. Must have at least 8 years of experience. Must be at the wedding all the time, no breaks. Bring your own food and drinks. Like, who's gonna do this? Who is going to do this? If I have 8 years of experience, there's no way I'm doing a job for free. Let me tell you that. I've built my resume with 8 years of experience, so you can shove that up your butt. No breaks, illegal. Bring your own food and drinks, absolutely not. I'm eating the food they provide and the free bar. It's happening. In spot number 7, we have, I need you to make a custom centerpiece for each of the 20 tables. If each one could be a separate Disney villain, I would die. And oh, could you also do a cake topper? It's next week, but we finalize blah blah blah. Actually, each wood carving takes approximately 3 to 5 hours of work. Painting takes another hour depending on detail. I could probably manage a cake topper, but definitely don't have time to make 20 centerpieces. I'm sorry. You're kidding. This is such short notice. What are we going to do? Then the person wrote, am I missing something? You just asked me now, a week before the wedding. I had no idea you were planning on using my art. Then the person, the bride, is going off being like, I'm stressed, I'm the bride. They said, God, you clearly don't understand the stress and pain that it takes to plan a wedding, do you? No, but I also think you should have asked me way in advance. Okay, good. So they uninvited them in the end. Great. Worst coworker ever, uninvited. Worst bride ever. You can't actually ask someone to do that a week before your wedding. For every table at your wedding, carve a centerpiece. Are you insane? You do it if it's so easy. Cruising into number 6. Please arrive 15 to 30 minutes early. Do not wear white, creamy, or ivory. Do not wear anything other than basic bob or ponytail. Please do not have a full face of makeup. Do not record during the ceremony. You spelled it wrong. Do not check in on Facebook until instructed. Use blank when posting all pictures. Do not talk to the bride at all, in caps. Everyone will toast with Remy, no acceptance. Lastly, must come with a gift of $75 or more if you want to be admitted in. What is this, a nightclub? What do you mean admitted in? Is there gonna be a bouncer at the door? If I don't show my gift receipt, this is so stupid. Do not talk to the bride at all. It's like, why am I even there to celebrate the bride if I can't talk to her? It's so stupid. Halfway through at number 5. I met this woman once at a wedding where we were both bridesmaids. Apparently the bride told her my gift was generous, so she wanted me to be her bridesmaid too to cash in. That's a hard pass. I'm wondering now why her other bridesmaids dropped out. So literally, like, this person has no interest in standing in your wedding. They literally said, I'm not trying to be rude, I figured you'd ask one of your sisters or cousins. We've only met once at a wedding. So you asked this person to be a bridesmaid in your wedding because their gift at the wedding you saw them at was generous? That's weird. Like, that is so creepy in a sense. Like, I don't know you. Why would I stand in your wedding? Moving on to number 4. Friday and Saturday, June 18th and 19th, we will be hosting our wedding ceremony and reception. Please do not camp here. We have an entire guest list arriving for the weekend to celebrate, so if you decide to anyways, we will set up around you and do it anyway. Make sure you have a gift and a dish for the barbecue. Can you zoom in a little more for the last part? What is this nonsense? P.S. This will be a loud music late night type of wedding, so if you're here, expect that. There will be 50 of us. Thanks for understanding. Okay. That was so hard to read, number 1, but if you rented it, a different story, but if you're just like trying to claim that as your own and being like, we're showing up here for my wedding, so don't camp here, I don't think that's how it works. But hey, if you were camping there, you would just get to basically wedding crash. Taking over the 3rd spot is Do you want to expand your skills in a new and fun field, meanwhile gaining valuable experience? I know where this is going. They're basically asking for flowers for free. I have one in a lifetime opportunity for you to work for these amazing solo wood flowers. I'm looking for someone to make some beautiful bouquets for my wedding. I will provide all of the supplies and you provide your skills. This is solely for you to expand your skills and gain valuable experience. Okay, I'm not able to provide any additional compensation. Yeah. I don't think you got contacted by anyone. That's gonna be a hard pass for me. Rolling into number 2. I'm exhausted, I'm bone tired, my heart is not the same, it's cold, fragmented, empty. I need to get away from this awful society. How hard would it have been to effing donate, friends? Do I matter to you? Just effing give me money for my wedding. I won't even sugarcoat. I won't even pretend that's not what I wanted. It was for a dream. I was stabbed, cheated on, and worked. Goodbye, see you in 2 months. Friendly reminder to you blank. Don't think you own me, I am cutting all of you snakes off. I am living my life alone. Okay, this is just stressful. I've never actually been to a wedding that was like cash only. I feel like that's so tacky. All right, we've made it to number 1 and we have ladies. I'm one of those crazy people getting married during a health pandemic. Whether you agree with it or not, that's not the point. I'm looking for a DJ for my wedding. My budget is small-ish and I've already spent most of it on my dress, dream shoes, decor. Yes, I'm that girl. Oh God, this don't try to justify it. All right, so basically they are looking, DJs looking for work. This is what it is, location. I have a good mix. I'm looking for a steal of a deal. Payment, which is nothing. So what's in it for the DJ? Free publicity. Great, I'm a town clerk. Cool, all right, we don't need to read the rest. So basically, yeah, wants to hire a DJ for free publicity because they're a town clerk. That's gonna be a hard no. Their picks? Okay. Okie dokie, lots of reading, okay? Plus, I don't like the whole garter thing. That's creepy. I don't need my father to watch my man go up my dress and remove the garter with their mouth. That's literally like pornography.
Yo. Way to hold up traffic. And there's an ambulance trying to get through. If there's a person in that ambulance, they are surely not okay. Somebody's dying and they're like, but I'm getting married. Good for you, but like, somebody's not okay. Not, there's lights on that ambulance. That's not a good sign, you guys. My God. Imagine all the pictures they're gonna turn out. You're gonna see like panicked paramedics in the background. Like, what do we do? Was it worth it to get a ticket? Do you get a ticket from that? I feel like you could get a ticket from that. Probably. If not, like, what are the consequences for like holding up saving someone's life? Right? Oh God. Can I use this as a safe place? Because while this isn't strictly vegan, I need a little advice from my favorite hive mind. So my stepson is getting married soon, and soon-to-be daughter-in-law came up to me today after finding out I intended to make my dress. She was not happy. Long story short, she was mega pissed, like raging pissed, because it's cheap, nasty, tacky, and how dare I do something like that on her big day. Personally, I think she's jealous and doesn't want me to show up. Kidding. But jokes aside, I'm more than a little hurt, don't exactly have the funds to go buying dresses all the time, and I love sewing. So I told my stepson I'll be wearing black instead because it's his funeral. Again, may or may not be joking. Should I buy or say, oh, sorry, I can't see that. I'm getting real close here. Well, whatever. We read the whole thing. I didn't read the last sentence, but I read a whole paragraph.
Should I buy it or say balls to it and make one anyway?
Make one anyway!
Who's holding you back? No, do your thing!
And that's sweet that you can make a dress.
Right?
From scratch?
But it's tacky.
Not tacky, she's just
creative and wonderful and sweet and generous and kind.
She's just jealous that she doesn't have the skills that you do.
Okay, just because like this person's not Vera Wang or something, like that doesn't mean it's not gonna be nice.
Exactly! Starting off at number 10.
In your engagement, do you have, wait, what? Do you have boundaries when it comes to single opposites? What? Does that sentence even make sense? I'm not even done reading the whole thing and I'm confused.
I don't know if that first sentence makes sense, but I'm hoping that once we get into the next bit, it'll
Okay. For
click.
example, when you meet someone for the very first time, male or female, how would you like them to address both of you and your fiance or husband if they have more interest in the opposite sex? Meaning, female may want to talk to him or the male may want to talk to her. Me, I prefer a woman to acknowledge me first, introduce herself, and let me know what and why she'd like to communicate with my husband. and she allowed me, right? And she allowed me to give her permission to do so. At the end of the day, this is my territory and I should be allowed to have say of who I approve letting into my space and vice versa. Last time I checked, people are not territory, but go off, sis.
She sounds like a real fun person to be married to.
Wow. Imagine being like, do you guys like ask for permission to talk to somebody? What?
Oh my god.
Imagine meeting somebody like, hi, nice to meet you. Can I talk to your husband, please?
Like never. Never would I ever.
And you married that? All right, in at number 9.
Not wedding decor related, but I wanted to ask something before I ask my venue about it. Me and my fiance have been to a few weddings, and at every single one we saw a tip jar at the bar for the bartenders. We only asked one person about it at one wedding because we were very close to them, and they said they already paid the bartenders and they never asked if it was okay to put it out. And at the end of the night, the bartenders kept the money. To me, that does not sit well with me. To me, they were already paid for their service. If a tip jar was put out, I would think it should go to the bride and groom. Or at least split between the bartenders and bride and groom. Am I the only one? The answer is yes. You are the only one.
What service are the bride and groom providing?
Literally nothing.
You came to see them.
Yeah.
This person being so like taken aback, like, oh, the bartenders kept the tips. What else are they gonna do? Just leave it there?
Did they make the drinks or no? If you made the drinks, then I totally think you're entitled to some of those tips.
Right.
But until you pick up that bottle of tequila and start shaking that marg, no.
What?
All right, we're at number 8.
Bride sparks outrage by demanding stepdaughter 9 years old, I'm assuming, wears shapewear to her wedding because nothing fits her. Who is asking a 9-year-old to wear Spanx? And why?
And what do you mean nothing fits her?
She's a child.
I can quite literally guarantee that something fits her. Also, shapewear doesn't really like change your size, you know what I mean?
It really doesn't.
The same size, it just...
Yeah, it's the same size except you just can't breathe properly.
Yeah, you're just uncomfortable.
You question your existence and you paid for that. All right, in at number 7.
Dilemma. I've never met my guy's daughter and really don't want her at our wedding. Whoa, we started off on a wild one here. I've made effort after effort, but she refuses to meet me, all because I asked him to change his social media pictures that she was in. It's also weird. She is 17, has boobs, and looked like she could be his girlfriend. That's super weird. She made a huge deal even after explaining why and saying that I don't mind a picture of them with her younger and less womanly looking. I don't know if I read that right. She wanted to make it out to be just because of her in general in the picture. Anyway, she's pro-mommy and doesn't want to acknowledge that her dad and mother are no more. What do I do? Invite her? I feel like she will start a scene or pull some slick shit. Oh, what did I just read?
That sounds like some weird like reality show drama. Like you're mad because his 17-year-old daughter is womanly.
Like,
it's kind of what happens when you grow up.
Yeah, she's literally almost an adult. So
right?
It's how that goes normally.
Like, what do you want me to do? Invite her? Yeah? That is his child.
I can't believe that this dad is marrying this woman.
Right? There's a lot to unpack there.
All right, we are at number 6.
Wedding date wanted for mother-in-law, $1,000 Hudson Valley. Oh, just 1,000? Because if you're putting up an ad for a wedding and you're only offering 1,000, I think I'm gonna have to be paid a little bit more than that.
You need a little more.
Yeah. All right, halfway through at number 5.
Oh, nearest and dearest will play and just have near and dear. Maid of honor, sister of the bride and mother of the ring bearers, matron of honor, 5th best friend, bridesmaid, 1st best friend. What?
Wait, the top
Okay,
two
wait.
lists in at number 5.
Yeah.
We have Bethany.
That is so funny. What the heck is this?
Her friend
5th best friend and 4th best friend. Like, no, they're obviously not your best friend because they're not ranked right. I can't even, like, is this grade 5? I don't. When you had ranks for your best friends and it changed weekly? What the hell is this? We are at number 4.
Help, does anyone know whether another person can initiate the paperwork to legally change the name of another? If so, what's required? Trying to change the name of my future husband's ex-wife. I'm gonna assume that is future husband's ex-wife.
I'm assuming so as well, and that's super invasive.
What?
And weird.
Imagine being like, no, only I can have this last name.
I hate to break it to you, there's probably so many other people in the world who also have that last name.
Just imagine it's like Smith or something. Like everybody has the last name Smith. It's like, only I can have the last name Smith. Like, okay, you're gonna have to take that up with like 2 billion other people.
Yeah, so sorry. That's so good.
All right, at number 3.
So bloody angry, my partner's daughter, who is going to be bridesmaid, has dyed her hair jet black with thick gray band at the front. It looks bloody dreadful. I know the wedding is a year away. Whoa. I know the wedding is a year away, but honestly, why would her mom dye it jet black when she is fair hair? It's gonna take a while to grow out, so she is gonna be two-tone. I've just told her mom what I think, and my partner has been told if it's not grown out and still looking dreadful, I'd rather chop her bloody dress up. FML, he has even loved her profile picture with this hour. I'm so angry.
What? Baby girl, have you not heard of bleach?
Or just like letting people live their lives.
Yeah, like, but she's like, oh, if it's not grown out by then, or you can just dye it again.
Just dye it. You can literally just dye it. All right, we are at number 2.
Hey ladies, I'm getting married in November, but I still don't have a flower girl. Would it be wrong to host a tryout for that position? I want my flower girl to stay focused and deliver a flower experience. I have seen some that hardly drop any as they walk. Imagine holding a casting call for a flower girl. But imagine it's like, oh yeah, like my daughter will totally do it. I'm like, stop pimping out your kids.
Can you let us know where the auditions are?
What really got me was flower experience. What is a flower experience and why do you need it?
All right, and we are at number 1. Question, is it wrong to require a deposit to $300 from bridesmaids? If you had any iffy friends, after wedding they would get their deposit back, but if they cancel, the deposit would go towards having to ask someone else to take their place and last minute changes. Thoughts? Wait,
Yes, I have many.
so many thoughts. Why are you asking your iffy friends to be bridesmaids?
Obviously this is friend number 5 and not number 1.
Yes, this is on part 2. Also, the deposit, $200 to $300 would go towards having to ask someone else. I didn't realize that was a financial commitment.
Alright, that is all the shenanigans that we have to react to today, and I don't want to have a wedding anymore.
No.
After watching this, I'm like, no, I'm good.
Never getting married.
I'm good.
Guys, don't forget to like this video. Don't forget to subscribe. We gotta get out of here, because guess what? We've got weddings to plan.
Exactly.
I don't know whose wedding it is, but it's somebody's. I've been one of your hosts today, Olivia Kozlowski.
And I've been your other host, Bree Room.
Bye!
Well, and that's the end of the video.
And that's it. That's all the clips we have for today.
Yay, internet!
Okay. I gotta get a little closer. Oh, okay.